representing the legendary Al Davis. And the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Today, a pair of rivals from the AFC West. It's the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Welcome to the field, your Las Vegas Raiders.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. Trey Tucker to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
The most passing yards of Geno's career, that would be over 4,300. Also came in a little uptick in interceptions, especially in the red zone. But that didn't bother Pete Carroll. He knew exactly who he wanted to restart their culture in Vegas. That guy is Geno Smith. You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they can still do their damage.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Good for a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and inches at the 47-yard line.
In a good spot here, second and inches. And first carry here for Ashton Genty. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, he's going to run for it. Smith wisely slides down safely with enough to move those chains.
13 yards on the play. And a Raider first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Smith in the pistol. Got a man, it's Mayer. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Riley Moss with that tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Broncos' 35-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun give here to Genty. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
Riley Moss on the tackle. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Smith. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Las Vegas.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
First down, Smith to throw. This one's taken in by Thornton. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Genty from the gun. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Oh, the football's loose. And this one's recovered by the Broncos. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
Yeah, and such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for the next quarterback after Elway and Manning. And it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. 29, by the way, and he finished third for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally, you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. Two men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And a nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for second down.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Running it again with Dobbins. Escapes a defender. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down,
That's
Broncos.
certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
The tackle made at the 12.
Well, that draw gets them as many yards as a lot of passes would right there. And until this defense proves they can stop these draw plays, you can expect to see them worked into the game plan throughout.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And that one only picks up 2, but more importantly, it does put him in first and goal.
He was taken down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's first and goal. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Have to come up with an unlikely 15 here on third and goal. Nix looking to throw. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
You could see that screen develop as the lineman pull right out in front. Sets up a nice game. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
Will Lutz getting the call on fourth down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Kate, I like to call that whole situation right there complimentary football. The defense, they take the ball away. The offense, well, they possess it and drive it a good chunk down the field. And ultimately, well, your kicker delivers with the field goal.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
For the Broncos.
Tucker now on the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll start this drive out, 1st and 10. First play is going to be again to Genty. Takes out a one-stop. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. From the gun, Smith. Man downfield, and Myers has it. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
First down. 1st and 10.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Counter give to Genty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, sometimes football and poker have a lot in common. You don't want to tell at the poker table, and you don't want one at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes just it's alignment. It's the way these linemen breathe. It's the blood in their knuckles the defenders read and react to. I think that time a tell was in play because the defense was all over that counter before it could get started.
On 3rd down, Genty. Really not developing as they'd hoped. So that's a loss of yardage. Brought 4th down coming up.
Anytime tackle for loss hurts, Kate. They hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make them miss in the backfield.
So now on fourth down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. Ball on the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
I know we see these kickers make kicks from this distance all the time, but it never ceases to be impressive. Everything's on the dot, and it's a big 3 points.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face second down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
On second down, here's Dobbins. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
Jermaine Pratt there on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap to Nix. That's caught for the first. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Denver.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running left, it's Dobbins. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
QB in the pocket, runner behind the line. I'll tell you what, these guys on the edge, they don't care who gets it or what the play is. Their job is to find the ball behind the line and go stick them for a loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Nix from the gun. Get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. This is going to be Raiders football.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. And off to Genty. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
That draw is snuffed out. Didn't really have a chance, and they're going to back it up for 3rd down.
That extra half-second, Kate, that's it. You know, we talk about timing in the passing game all the time, the precision. Well, it's the same thing with the draw. If you have too long of a delay, you give a D-tackle like that a chance to get home and make a play.
3rd down. Broncos loading up that secondary. They're in the dime here. Ricky Myers, and he's got it. big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Slam.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
First down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Here's Jenty. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
He was taken down behind.
There's no question that offensively you're disappointed when you're in these goal to go and you go backwards. But this is one of those situations, Kate, where I got to give a tremendous amount of credit to that defense. That surge, that want to, that leverage to not just stop them at the point of attack, but knock them 2 yards backwards.
Blitz coming for Smith. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders parlay the turnover into a lead. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack, because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Broncos 3.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It's kind of one of those moments as an analyst I'm a little bit stuck. I don't know what to give credit for the defense for making a nice play, or the offense just not doing their job.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Nix. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
It's 3rd and 8, need to get a chunk here. Here's Nix to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Broncos looking at a likely punt. On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Giving this to Jenty. Oh, man, Nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up too.
Brought down behind
It's sure nice to see for this defense when a run heads out there to this corner's domain, to the outside, well, he's able to finish the play off. And the best part, well, a sure tackle from a corner, no chance he was slipping out of that one.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. He completes it in traffic. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
There has been a constant for tight ends through the decades, from Kellen Winslow to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. When you are big and you've got length and use your body against those defenders, even double coverage can't stop you.
Smith on 1st down. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Man in motion here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Smith. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he goes out, just needs one more step there to reach midfield.
Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
And the Broncos bringing out some extra DBs on this 3rd down. They're in the dime. And again, it's Smith. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Smith to the air now. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And they get this down to the 28. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
That's good for another Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. That's a nice run in there on that 7-yard gain, make it 2nd down. The timeout taken by Vegas, that's it 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Smith. Has it down close. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Raiders first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Carlson's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
He's back to throw. Trying for the deep ball. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So entering the locker room's got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And Vegas takes it back for a touchdown. The Raiders make it a 16-point ball game.
These NFL halftimes, they go really fast. Those 10 to 12 minutes fly by. Lots of things are said, but I don't know if in either locker room it was said, hey, let's have a game-changing, defining play. Let's stick this guy, return the fumble for 6. I don't think that was in anybody's conversation.
Carlson now to add one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders take a 3-possession lead.
Raiders 20, Broncos 3.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Jukes one defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos with their offense headed out for our first possession of the half. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
Dobbins, the Denver ball carrier. He was brought down by Eric Stokes. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the 31. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down.
And 6 yards to go.
To throw, here's Nix. Pressure comes and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Has it at the 37. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith.
At their own 44-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Try getting that one to Brock Bowers. So it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Back to the air, it's Smith. That's cut at the 25. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Finds the end round complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. But that's a situation where you got to know on first down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the first row.
Second and goal, back to all the way up to the 14 here. Another try following the sack. This one's caught. And that play's brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
On third and goal, Smith. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Carlson's kick is good, and that extends the lead to 20.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Carlson, all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Denver set to take the field on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Quick on the draw here to Dobbins. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
You know, some positive yardage here, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calls, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Oh, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
Throwing on first down, Nix. He's shot downfield, will wind up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Man, it's Marvin Mims. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Broncos.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. Mims with the grab. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And that's not what the offense styled out. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Kate, I know you love studying all those bios in your game notes. And I bet you'll find most linebackers back in their day were running backs. Through high school, maybe even into college. And it gives them such an advantage to trigger. They know the path of that running back. And when they hit him first, they have a chance to knock him backwards.
3rd down run by Dobbins. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. This one goes for 3 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver on a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Hits him on the in route. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
Nix trying to sneak it. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
On the sneak. A gain of 1 yard. And the Broncos first down.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Nix from the gun. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
A 3-yard gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos drop the lead back to 13. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Tucker now on the return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
The Raiders take over.
The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Gentil from the gun. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
He was taken down.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Smith. Finds him on the crossing route. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Oftentimes, play call-ins like chess. You got to have just the right move. And in this case, well, that is checkmate. That's a crossing route versus man coverage. Just the right choice, and they got a completion out of it.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
So we're through 3 here. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They give up their guts. It's Gentile. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Hey, Kate, on any given run play, you really have 2 oppositions. 2 positions fighting for the same gap. Yeah, you got the runner that wants to hit it, but when you got a linebacker that triggers like that and gets downhill, well, this time he put him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. Ricky Myers, and he's got it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Now Smith taking off with it. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
He was brought down.
They get 2 on the run, and that brings up 2nd and goal from the 4.
Brings up 2nd and
Guessing
goal.
everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
You get to these goal-to-goal situations, you know what a win is defensively, Kate? A stalemate. Just don't let them go forward. When you actually knock them backwards as they just did, you've now energized your whole group defensively.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Smith back to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, really was this, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Raiders leaving the offense out there. They want to add 2 more to that touchdown.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They give it to the back of his own lead. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for 2. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
Carlson, all set now for the kickoff.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Nix. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Nix now to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Broncos.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They'll throw again. Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's not far from that 1st down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. 3rd down coming up.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Gonna keep this one and go. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Here we go with Dobbins. He's down in more past the 40. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the 1st.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Nix with it on 1st. Finds him on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Complete to Troy Franklin. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 31. He's going to tuck it and run. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Nix off the play action. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Broncos 17.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Here's White on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Raiders ready for another drive on offense as Jacoby Myers heads out. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Counter give to Jency. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's one that's going to show up in the meeting room and be very clear. The eye in the sky never lies. Somewhere a blocking assignment was missed, and there was no escaping to the outside to find any space on that counter run.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Raiders first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
The play fake. Now Smith to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36.
16 more yards.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Raiders first.
That catch right there ended up paying off one of the longest routes he's going to run. He started on one side of the field, Kate, and he made it all the way across to the other. And at no point was he going to step off the gas. My man, though, he may need a little breather, a little oxygen after that one.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders holding a 12-point lead. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go play action. Here's Smith. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
Another Las Vegas.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Shotgun give here to Jency. Down to the 10. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders have likely locked up the win right there. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group. All 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders go up by 19.
36. Broncos 17.
Carlson, all set now for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Jukes the defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here comes the Bronco offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Now Nix. Trying to push it deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. 35 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
It's a gain of 35.
That's just a gorgeous corner route by the wide receiver. I bet you'll find, Kate, in the annals of football history, the best corner route runners as receivers are also the best slant runners, the best post runners, because it's all about change of direction, and that was put on display right there.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. He can run it. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took up. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Nix from the gun. He's running for it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout.
A gain of 7.
And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
4-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in.
So we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth. And they want to take one more look. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Going after tries, goodbye lots. And the Broncos shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Broncos 24.
Time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Raiders able to cover up the onside try. That seals up this game. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.